Okay, Matt, so 3-0 win over Haringey.
Yep.
First win for you personally. Nice to get off the mark.
Yeah, league-wise, absolutely. We've had 3 league games now, and it's been really frustrating because I don't think the results have necessarily been what the performances deserved or warranted. The goals we've conceded have been, preventable from our point of view. So even more than the win, it's nice to get a clean sheet with it as well.
Yeah, no, 100%. Kira Ward on the far side. It feels like a long time ago now. She got her first goal after of hard work on that side of the pitch. How well do you think she played today?
Yeah, I mean, Kira's a constant threat, which is great. She can go both ways. She delivers a great delivery as well, and obviously today scored a really composed finish as well, looking it over the goalkeeper. So it's just about trying to find those players and trying to make them make the same runs and effective runs over and over.
Yeah, and it was an interesting situation. I noticed we had Terry Harvey in the goal one half, and then Molly Burgess the second half. Is that player availability issues? I assume. Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally that's the case. We're just unable to have a goalkeeper available today for different reasons. People are at university and people are away, people are injured. So actually we put a message out to the group and just said, look, would anyone want to do a half each? And probably testament to the group, loads of them said, yeah, happy to go in. And we just felt Molly took a knock in training on Tuesday. And Terry was coming off the back of a pretty devastating couple of tackles against Enfield. So it's a case of actually do we manage their minutes as well at the same time? And obviously it's worked really well, so we're happy about that.
And on that note about tackles, we often do seem to talk about referees after these games, but were Haringey fortunate to keep 11 players on the park?
Possibly. I mean, I've just spoken to the referee actually after the game, and he's given his justifications for those decisions. So the first one, Sophia's on the other side of the pitch to us, so it's hard to tell whether that's a red or not. Obviously, the outcome in terms of the player having to come off would suggest it's a pretty serious challenge and tackle. But obviously he's got to see that to give it. And then also, obviously not to receive a penalty at the end of the game was quite disappointing as well.
Yeah, 100%. And then, I mean, we did have opportunities to win the game by even more. Were you maybe disappointed by Liv Syson's decision to try chip the keeper rather than bury it? Or...
No, I like it because it's just, she's thought about it, she's seen it, and she's gone for it. No problem with that at all. I think actually we had probably 3-4 clear-cut chances before that as well. And if you said we'd walked away from here 7-8, you couldn't have argued with it in terms of the quality of those chances. So that's a big thing for us though. It's just about being ruthless because against some teams we might only get one of those chances. So it's got to make sure that we finish. Yeah,
and just lastly, the two teams are quite similarly placed in the table, and we did have to come under some pressure despite the scoreline at points. So great to get through. You touched on it there about the clean sheet, but we did weather some storms, didn't we, in the game? So.
Yeah, and we've done a lot of work out of possession during the week. So we've been looking at our shape, how far away we are from the goal, our goalkeeper's position, the distances between the midfield and the defenders. So we're going to continue to do that and hopefully become more and more sort of robust and hopefully concede less goals. And of the goals we've conceded since I've been in charge, all of them have been preventable from set pieces. So it's just a case of actually teams aren't necessarily unlocking us. It's just second balls, drop down, set pieces. So about trying to nullify that as much as possible.
Yeah. So eliminating those mistakes was really a positive today, wasn't it?
Massive positive.
Yeah. Well done, Matt. Thanks.
Good.
Thanks
and up the Spurs.
It's only your sign off.
Absolutely.